Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. It's going to be a Bisesio day because he made two of the variants that we will be showcasing. But our main event is another Yu-Gi-Oh! Hero, Jaden Yuki, created by Mistilitane. Jaden comes with an extra deck, and this little card here says these cards are not considered a deck in play. If a fusion card would be added to your hand or deck, return that card to the extra deck instead. So it sounds like they can go into your trash. I will probably make a separate trash for that, but once it's time to shuffle them into your deck, they go. That is also going. Joining him on this journey are Cypher Swarming Protocol, a modified version of Writhe, Tachyon Chaos Lord, created by Bisesio, and we will be fighting against a solo version of Sergeant Steel, created by Bisesio, in Magmaria's Shifting Loyalties. I don't know why I picked that as the environment, but here we are. So, Sergeant Steel says at the start of the game, put the villain character card into play, filter leader side up, reveal cards on the top of his deck until two agents are revealed, put them into play, shuffle the other cards into his deck. And I have to say, I wonder if this is maybe one of Bisesio's earlier decks, because some of the wording is a little off, and rather than duplicating cards, he actually made 5 new cards. So we are starting with the Battle Medic and the Field Inventor. Let's go. And we get the Infiltrationist. At the end of the villain turn, activate the alien ability of the 2 villain agents with the highest HP, and then Sergeant Steel deals the 2 hero targets with the highest HP 2 projectile damage. When he would be reduced to 0 or less, flip his character card, which technically means that we can destroy him and not have to face his flip side. So the 2 highest are the Battle Medic, who does nothing, and we'll say the Infiltrationist because we have no equipment for her to destroy. And then he hits the 2 highest, which is Tachyon and Jaden. It's a very low HP hero team. We are going to start with Initiated Upgrade. Fusion Aug. We're going to put that on Jaden because looking at his cards, he's going to want some extra powers. And then we'll go ahead and Nano Cloud. I think he'll just take and augment himself with that. Draw a card. I'll draw 2 cards, actually. Alright, Writhe has 2 changed cards. One is Grasping Shadowcloth, which I don't see myself playing. It says when this card enters play, move a card from a trash pile to the bottom of its deck. You may destroy the Shadow Cloak. If you do, cards cannot be played from that deck. You cannot use powers. That's the big difference. Start of your turn, shuffle this card and trash into your deck. So it keeps you from just getting the Shadow Cloak back immediately. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to play the top card of his deck because of the Infiltrationist. Oh, the Mega Gunner. Okay, it's a good thing we didn't deal any damage, I guess. Yeah, he needs to go, and the Battle Medic needs to go, and all of them need to go. The other one is Distorted Perception, where I deals a target 1 infernal damage. If the Shadow Cloak is in play, that target deals up to 3 targets 2 melee damage each. So it's a little bit better, because that's always been kind of a downer of a card. That being said, the Shadow Cloak is not in play, so I'm going to play Cloak Projector, and we're going to use his power to grab the Shadow Cloak, and that'll be his turn. Tachyon, do something. Nimble Strike, she'll hit the Mega Gunner for 1. Take 2 damage, draw a card. Her power is Chaos Lord until the start of your next turn. Whenever Tachyon takes damage, play the bottom card of Tachyon's deck. Not a great idea for implementing this, but draw a card. Jaden's going to start with A Hero Lives. Draw 2 cards. I can play a card, I can use a power. So I'm going to play Bubble Man. Bubble Man says fuses with Avian, Burstinatrix, Clayman, and Sparkman. Figuring out what to do with this deck is a little bit difficult because some of those, it's like he fuses with one of them, some of them he fuses with all of them. But I can use a power now. Get your game on. Draw a card. You may play an elemental hero. We'll do that and play the Avian, who fuses with Bubble Man, Burstinatrix, Clayman, Sparkman, and Wildheart. And now I can use another power. Let's see, Bubble Man's is draw 3 cards, discard a card. Avian is this card deals each non-hero target 1 projectile damage. That sounds like a good idea. He'll take 2 damage in return. That's all going to get healed off, unfortunately, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something. Draw a card. Magmaria. Molten Tribute. When this card enters play, if there are no Magmarians in play, reveal cards on the top of the environment deck until you reveal a Magmarian. Play it, shuffle the rest back into the deck. Get the Cinder Priest. At the end of their turn, a hero may destroy one of their equipment cards to activate a crystal effect and destroy this card. End of their turn. Start of the environment turn, play the top card of the villain deck. Okay, yeah, we need to do something about that. Alright, Sergeant Steel, let's see, any start of turn effects? No. Espion Agent. End of turn. 2 villain agents with the highest HP. That is the Mega Gunner, unfortunately, which is going to make dealing damage very difficult, and the Battle Medic, who does nothing. Then he hits the 2 highest for 3 each. That is Tachyon. Let's see if we can get something cool out of her power. Snaptic Interruption. Okay, that's actually really good. And I guess a Cypher. And then let's see, they all heal 2. Play the top card of his deck. Oh, geez. Need another agent. Oh, it's the Pyro. We immediately activate his thing. He deals each target 2 fire damage. Oh, he's dealing 3 fire damage. She will take it so she can play another card. Hey, everybody draw a card. And then she's going to play Hypersonic Assault. First thing she does is hit the Mega Gunner so he can't deal damage. And then she'll hit the Arsonator so he stops dealing damage. And now we can wail on them for a little while. That's it. We're going to throw a Muscle Aug onto Tachyon. Use his power, will augment Writhe, and draw 2 cards. I'm going to get some damage going here. Oh, how about Swallowed by Shadow? That's a great idea. Let's drop the Field Inventor and the Infiltrationist. That's just 2 fewer targets we have to deal with. Bring back the Shadow Cloak, draw a card. End of turn, he's going to destroy the Cloak Projector. And we get 1 player plays a card and then destroy this card. We're going to use that to get Jaden set up here. Skydive Scorcher, ongoing. Whenever an elemental hero would deal damage to a non-hero target with higher maximum HP, increase that damage by 1. And it's the maximum HP, not just the current HP. That destroys the Cinder Priest. That's it for him. Okay, they can deal damage again. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Pushing the limits, and then let's see. 4 damage to the Mega Gunner. She's going to redirect that 3 damage coming at him right back to him. It won't do any damage because of the Infiltrationist, but then she can take out the Infiltrationist and do 4 damage to the Battlematic. We'll refresh her power and draw 2 cards. Let's just go ahead and do this. Dual Academy, Dual Disc. You may use an additional power during your power phase. When a fusion card enters play, you may draw a card. So he can use 3 powers, and we're going to do that. I'll use his base power to draw a card. We will play the Wild Heart. He fuses with Avian and Blade Edge, which is cool because I just drew a Blade Edge. Second power, I'm going to have Wild Heart hit the Mega Gunner. He'll take 3 damage in return, and I draw a card. And then we'll have the Avian hit everybody, and he will take out the Mega Gunner. Draw a card. Vitreous Goliath, oh dear. Alright, everybody take 3 melee damage. Goodbye, elemental heroes. You'll discard a card to block that damage. Alright, we take fire damage when we use powers. Sergeant Steel, hold the line. End of turn, activate the Arsonator, everybody take 2 fire damage. Oh, I forgot about her power. So let's see, from the Vitreous Goliath, she gets Lightning Reflexes. Hit him for 1, draw a card, and then Sucker Punch. So he's actually not there anymore. Means she doesn't play a card now. Sergeant Steel hits Writhe for 1 and Jaden for 2. Okay, that was confusing. Let's do Hacking Program, and I'm going to use it. Cypher deals himself 2 usable energy damage. If he took damage this way, destroy an ongoing or environment card. Let's get rid of that Vitreous Goliath. So at the end of any hero turn, we can put this card on the bottom of the environment deck to activate a crystal effect. But we need a Magmarian out first, so no rush. Writhe. Does Writhe have anything to do? Yeah, actually, let's Somber Tinker. Draw a card, move an equipment card to his hand, and I will play this Portable Dark Lab that I just drew, and we'll go ahead and use that. Play the bottom card of my deck, we get this Penultimate Penumbra, so we'll just hit him for 2, 3 actually, and destroy the Dark Lab and draw a card. Alright, Tachyon does not hit herself. She's, I don't think it's really worth it to get rid of that ongoing, so she's just going to draw some cards. Refresh her power, draw a card. Alright, Jaden just lost a couple of cards, so let's go ahead and try a Miracle Fusion. Select a fusion card from your extra deck. Shuffle the elemental heroes listed on that card from in play and or your trash into your deck. If you do, put that fusion card into play. So let's see, we've got, I need to refresh myself here, we've got the Wild Heart and the Avian. So what we're going to do is shuffle them into his deck and then go find the one that they fuse into. Because I sure don't know what it is. And so yeah, you can see down here, instead of flavor text, it lists who they're made out of. Oh, here he is, Wild Wingman. He's got 8 HP instead of just 4. A fusion entered play so I can draw a card. Power, draw a card. Let's play the Burstinatrix. Power number 2, Burstinatrix. This card deals a target 3 fire damage. It's actually 3 because of this thing. Let's see, the Wild Wingman's power is this card deals itself 2 projectile damage. If this card is dealt damage this way, destroy an ongoing or environment card. We're not going to do that. At the end of my turn, he deals up 3 targets 1 projectile damage each. I guess we'll go ahead and use Bubble Man then. Draw 3 cards, and discard 1, and draw a card. And then Bubble Man is going to hit Sergeant Steel for 1. Cool. Magmaria. Crystal Crafter, here we go. Increase damage dealt by the highest HP villain target by 1. So at the end of somebody's turn, we can choose a hero target and increase damage deals by 1 until the end of its turn. Alright, that'll be helpful. That's it. This goes away. Filter Strike Force. We get one of the new ones, the Squad Leader. Alright, we activate its alien ability, which is activate the alien ability of the lowest HP villain agent other than Squad Leader, so he actually does nothing. Sergeant Steel hits the 2 highest for 3 each, that is Writhe, discard a card to prevent the damage, and Jaden. And then the Squad Leader, at the end of the villain turn, activates Squad Leader's alien ability and the ability of 2 other villain agents. So it's basically just 3 villain agents. And once again, Does nothing. Alright, who wants the Dermal Aug? I think we're going to put it on Writhe and turn him into a tank. Everybody's augmented, so I'm going to skip his power and just draw a card. Let's have some fun and play Distorted Perception. Writhe deals a target 1 infernal damage. Make that 2. Hit Sergeant Steel. Shadow Cloak is in play, so that target deals up to 3 targets 3 melee damage each. Hit the Crystal Crafter just because. Doesn't have any powers left, draw a card. That was worth it. Okay, we're going to put the Goliath on the bottom of the environment deck, destroy the Crystal Crafter for +1 damage to Tachyon this turn. Everybody draw a card. Yeah, let's go ahead and just Hypersonic Assault, I guess. It's only 2 damage, but whatever. Activate her power, draw a card, +1 wears off. Okay, I have a lot of dudes in hand. So let's go ahead and polymerize. Select a fusion card from your extra deck, put the elemental heroes listed on that card from in play and or your hand into your trash. If you do, put that fusion card into play. I have this Blade Edge, and he fuses with Sparkman and Wildheart. I like the look of Sparkman, so let's throw Wildheart in the trash, see what I can get out of their fusion. Wild Edge. Go figure. We'll get to him in a minute. Okay, 3 powers. First one, draw a card, and I will play Sparkman. Wild Edge says at the start of each other player's turn you may discard a card. If you do, this card may deal target 2 melee damage. Okay, that sounds like a good idea. He's going to do a buttload of damage. Okay, power number 2, Wild Edge. He deals each non-hero target 2 melee damage. Power number 3, Sparkman. This card deals a target 2 lightning damage. Reduce the next damage dealt by the target dealt damage this way by 1. So it's just for 1 hit, but he can't deal damage right now, so that's pretty cool. Draw a card. This was a good setup to show off what this guy can do. Lava Crystal. When this card enters play, if there are no Magmarians in play, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's get a Magmarian. The Sulfurous Sentinel. Okay, this gives us the power to take damage and activate a crystal effect. I might just go ahead and have Cypher do that. End of the environment turn, this card deals the highest HP hero target H melee damage. That is Writhe, who will discard and block it. Alright, Sergeant Steel. Tactical Superiority. Here's one of the other new cards. Ongoing. Increase damage dealt by agents and Sergeant Steel by 1. Decrease damage dealt to agents and Sergeant Steel by 1. And that's it, because he can't deal damage. Alright, we're going to play the Vascular Aug on Tachyon, because she's kind of dying here. For his power, we'll use the Lava Crystal. He takes 4 fire damage, and we'll use power on Sulfurous Sentinel. This card deals villain target H melee damage. Destroy this card. Hit Sergeant Steel for 3, and he go. Draw a card. Alright, and see, at the start of his turn, discard a card, and have Wild Edge hit Sergeant Steel for 2, because we've got Skydive Scorcher in play. Start of Writhe's turn, discard a card, and Wild Edge will hit Sergeant Steel and flip him. 2 authorized enhancements. Flip to the side, restore the villain to 40 HP. See, that's why I say that's a weird way to put this. Start of the villain turn, all villain targets deal the hero target with the highest HP, 1 projectile damage each. Then activate all alien abilities. Then all villain agents deal themselves 1 toxic damage. End of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is put into play and its alien ability is activated. Alrighty then, Writhe gets to do a thing. Let's play Umbral Siphon, and he can hit Sergeant Steel for 1 and 1. Draw a card. Okay, yeah, I'm going to have to Blinding Speed to get rid of that ongoing. Activate her power, draw a card, and heal 1. Jaden. Jaden has all the things. Alright, let's go ahead and play Clayman. Power number 1, Clayman. Reduce damage dealt to targets in Jaden's play area by 1. Power number 2, Sparkman. Hit him for 3, reduces next damage by a further 1. Power number 3, Burstinatrix. Hit him for 4, and draw a card. And then Wild Wingman hits him for 2. I think that's it. Magmaria. Friends and Foes. Reveal cards from the environment deck until you reveal 2 Magmarians. Play both. Activate the crystal effect on one of them and destroy this card. Sulfurous Sentinel again, and Core Guardian. Okay, yeah, we're going to activate the Core Guardian. Definitely. Deal a target 3 melee and 3 fire damage. Get wrecked. Destroy friends and foes, and then the Sulfurous Sentinel will hit Writhe for nothing. Alright. Oh yeah, start a turn, he uses up these minuses, but that means he deals no damage. Sharpshooter. Oh, damage dealt by Sergeant Steel is irreducible. Each villain target deals the hero target with the highest HP 1 projectile damage, then activate all alien abilities, and the agents deal themselves 1 toxic damage. So Sergeant Steel's 1 damage is getting through Writhe's tanking, but she can't. Then she hits the highest for 3, Writhe takes 1, she hits herself for 1, and then we play the top card of the deck, and this doesn't have an alien icon, so now we get the Bomb Specialist. Activate all alien icons have not been activated this turn, so she goes off. Hits the 2 hero targets with the highest HP for 2 and 2 each. She cannot get through Writhe, and Jaden will take 1 and 1. Start a turn, I will discard a card. I'll have Wild Edge hit Sergeant Steel. Let's do Cyborg Blaster. And move the Vascular Aug over to Cypher because he needs it. And then one Aug Abandoned Hero deals a target 2 lightning damage. I think we can probably just burn him down. We'll have Tachyon hit Sergeant Steel. Power. We'll have him use the Lava Crystal again. He takes 4 damage, and this guy will hit Sergeant Steel for 4. Working. Draw a card. And then heal 1. Because, geez. Let's play Erratic Form, because why not? And then Umbral Siphon him for 4. Draw a card. She's gonna play Supersonic Response on him for 3. Activate her power, draw a card. Okay, Jaden, it's up to you. Alright, let's see what I can make with the Sparkman. Plate and Trash is Miracle Fusion. Okay, I'm going to take the Sparkman and the Blade Edge and shuffle them into my deck. And that will allow us to get Plasma Vice. Let's use his power first. Let's see, when this card is dealt damage by a non-hero target, reduce damage dealt by that target by 1 until the start of your turn. Oh, that's awesome. Power is choose lightning or melee. This card deals 1 target 4 damage of the chosen type. That'll be 5 to Sergeant Steel. And then it doesn't really matter. Burst Matrix, it's all over. Okay, that was pretty cool. Alright, first thing, let's look at Sergeant Steel, because he's got those other couple of cards we didn't see. Containment Cell. When this card enters play, place it next to a hero character card. The target this card is next to cannot deal damage or use powers. This card is destroyed if there are no agents in play, which means it could very easily come into play and immediately destroy itself. Point Man. Whenever damage would be dealt to villain targets, deal that damage to Point Man instead. He's got 12 HP. That's ridiculous. And his alien is, I guess it means he regains 2 HP. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of those card additions. I mean, like, not only does the art not fit the art style, but it doesn't fit it in terms of being not Team Fortress jokes. It turns him into a hardcore army shooty man, and that's not as fun. That said, he got way steamrolled by Jaden. Let's see what else is in his deck. Hero's Bond. Each elemental hero regains 3 HP. You may use up to 2 powers. Didn't play that because I didn't need to. Fifth Hope. Discard a card. Put an elemental hero and a spell from your deck into your hand. Shuffle your deck. Hero Signal. Whenever an elemental hero comes into play, you may use its power immediately. Oh, that's neat. Wish I had that. Not that I really needed it. Alright, and let's take a look through his extra deck. Shining Flare Wingman, made from Flame Wingman and Sparkman. That's interesting because Flame Wingman is another fusion. Increase damage dealt by this card by 1 for every 2 elemental heroes in your trash. Power is this card deals a target 3 radiant damage. If any targets are destroyed this way, this card may deal each villain target 1 radiant damage. Ooh, so he's the Nordidian Sulfax. That's cool. Rampart Buster, Burst Natrix, and Clayman. When this card is dealt damage by a non-hero target, this card may deal that target 1 projectile damage. Power, this card deals a non-hero target 3 fire damage. Redirect the next damage dealt by that target to this card. That's neat. Mudball Man, Bubble Man, and Clayman. I love how this is very, very obviously the Yellow Devil from Mega Man. At the end of your turn, this card may deal a target 2 cold damage. Power, reduce damage dealt to elemental heroes by 2 until the start of your turn. Ah, so that's a bit of an upgrade on Clayman, but it also means that you're not protecting Jaden. You're just protecting your other targets. Steam Healer, Bubble Man, and Burst Natrix. At the end of your turn, up to 3 other targets in Jaden's play area regain 1 HP each. Power, this card deals itself 1 fire damage. If it's dealt damage this way, each other target in Jaden's play area regains 2 hit points. Cool. Electrum, this is the big one. Avian, Bubbleman, Burst Natrix, and Clayman. Increase damage dealt by elemental heroes by 1. And all the fusions are elemental heroes, so this is great. Power, this card deals up to 2 targets, 1 cold, 1 fire, and 1 melee damage each. Damn. Thunder Giant, Clayman, and Sparkman. And if you turn this card may deal a target 2 lightning damage. Power, this card deals a target 4 lightning damage. Destroy any targets reduced to 1 HP this way. Nice. Flame Wingman, here he is. Avian and Burst Natrix. The first time each turn damage dealt by this card destroys a target, this card may deal a target 2 fire damage. Power, choose fire projectile. This card deals a target 4 damage to the chosen type. It's pretty standard, it seems. Necroid Shaman. Here, wait, let's take a look at the Necro Shade, because I don't think I showed that one off at all. I put him right in my trash. Power is you may put either an elemental hero or a spell card from your trash into your hand. If you do, destroy this card. So, good for getting stuff back out of your trash. Back to the extra deck. At the end of your turn, this card may deal target 2 infernal damage. Power, destroy another elemental hero in play. If you do, put a non-fusion elemental hero with a different name from your trash into play. Interesting. Grand Merge, Avian and Sparkman. When this card is destroyed, you may put a non-fusion elemental hero from your trash into play. That's neat. Power, choose lightning or projectile. This card deals a target 3 damage of the chosen type. And lastly, Tempest Wing, which is Avian, Bubbleman, and Sparkman. At the end of your turn, you may choose cold lightning or projectile. If you do, this card deals a target 3 damage of the chosen type. Power, you may discard a card. If you do, select another elemental hero in play, reduce the next damage dealt to that target by 2. So he's got a lot of very powerful targets that have a lot of very complex interactions, actually learning, because there's there's 12 cards in that deck. I think there's a total of 14, there's a total of 15 cards in the extra deck. So he's got 55 cards. And I mean, the extra deck is all one-offs versus his main deck, but regardless, learning how to play him effectively, going to take a lot of doing, but very rewarding. So, that's all for this one. Thank you for watching. As always, Tabletop Simulator, the Reaver Sentinels Cauldron DLC, Delphage's Archives, Mistille's Hands Monstrous Menagerie are not licensed Great Games products. Please support the official release and flip.